I am live, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and wherever you are in the globe, I hope you are having a great day, everyone. This is Merma Alvarez, and I'm from Bakery Solutions. I am back home from Vegas. I spent Christmas and before Christmas, I was there already December 17, but I was working after December 17. That was Wednesday, 18, 19, Thursday, Friday. I was working from home from my sister's. Hey, quiet there. And, so I came back yesterday, and my dogs are barking. Shh. And hey, quiet. They were very, very quiet earlier, but then when I am going live, now they are every time they feel something outside the door, out in front of the house, outside the house. I mean, they bark, which is good for us. That they're our bodyguards, our security. And so anyway, so I arrived home yesterday. I flew um, through using Southwest, and I don't know when they changed their policy, but this is my first time with the change in policy that used to be so you fly through Southwest and you have the two luggages are free, two luggages free, and then you have a carry-on which you will bring with you. Carry-on is what you will bring with you inside the plane, but the luggages that are you check in, so it's not with you, you check in, and then you have your purse. Sometimes people have their purse like big ones like backpack can be considered your purse, so you are allowed to carry on. And sometimes the carry on you can use what there's a specific size requirement, small size. It should fit in that slot. There's a slot in there in front of the gate. If it fits there, then it's good as your carry-on. If not, then you are required to check in. But then it's my first time to experience this from the time that I went there to US in December 7th, to Vegas in December 17, that I paid for my luggage. It has been the policy changed, I don't know, a few months now, and now you have to. This is Southwest. I don't know about the other other planes. And for Southwest, I know Spirit does that already, so there's no change. You have to. It's a cheaper price, but then you have to pay for your luggages, and sometimes they even don't allow carry-ons, so it's just the purse. And so December 17, I flew to Vegas to be with my family. I had two luggages to check in and my stroller for my laptop, two laptops. Hi, Rusty. Rusty too. And I have two laptops. Thank you for being here. And I have my two laptops and other stuff that is important to me that I have to bring with me all the time. So it's a carry-on, and my purse. And I have two luggages that I checked in. First luggage, this is the policy. First luggage will cost you $35. Second luggage is $45. So I have two luggages. I paid 35 plus 40 is 80. If I had third luggage, if I have three luggages, the third luggage will cost me additional 180. That's additional. So 35 for the first, 45 for the second, and 180 for the third. And I don't know if you are still allowed the fourth, but that was what was told the lady told me. It's good that I only have two luggages. But the reason I have two luggages is the first luggage is for my personal stuff, my clothes and everything. And the second luggage is for all the pasalubong, the gifts and all that. And also coming back, I have to have the second luggage too for all the pasalubong here too, and all the foods that my sisters uh, gave me. So I brought home lots of food, especially Filipino food. And so I paid 35 for that first one and 45 for the second one. And I have a visitor here.
Oh,
Santa!
I'm so tired of all the deliveries. Oh my god. Where's my coffee?
How's your travel to the North Pole?
Very good. In fact, shipment just came in, some pasalubong, and I just like devoured it. So that beats a cookie and milk any day.
And this is from Santa.
Oh, so good. Chocolate mousse.
Chocolate
Oh my god.
mousse.
Which is landing at your local big box store, which I'm not going to mention.
It melts in the mouth.
It's Belgian chocolate mousse. So,
Mm.
but yeah, the Southwest stuff is like, it's the last airline to kind of cave in, right, to all these like upcharges. So I don't know. It's going to be tough next year out there traveling. I think Santa predicts that.
It's terrible.
So.
The plane was full to the max, 100% full. And they keep on announcing before we even boarded, this plane is 100% completely full. There's not even a single seat available. And then when we're in the plane, there will be no seat available. Whether you like it or not, you have to make friends with people. That's what they say.
I'll tell you, as I get older, I mean, I remember when flying was fun, and it's not fun anymore. It's like you're on the freeway,
It's stressful
with a lot of traffic, right? Yeah, exactly. It's very stressful. But I don't know. I don't understand how it got to this point. It's like it's just gotten like that, and it's a battle, right? And it's why should that be? Because it's tough, right? You're uprooting yourself. You're going somewhere else. You have to worry about all these other things in your life, and then of course you come back home, and So I don't know. I kind of, it's too bad that air travel isn't as fun as it used to be, and that's really a problem. And we're paying more money, paying a lot more. So and getting a lot less. I'm a tall person, and I got to tell you, I was on a flight from China to like SFO to San Francisco. And I'm not kidding. I had to put my legs out in the aisle, and everyone was giving me nasty looks and stuff. So, tall people, people that they're not going to fit into a short seat. It's tough for us. It's tough for us people that are, they don't fit into the, the smaller, I guess, I don't know, shorter person mold. I'm not saying anything against anyone. I'm just saying, I'm a tall person. And it's tough for me to take flights. Yeah, I do not like taking flights.
He's 6'3", so he has long legs.
I have a high torso too, so it's just crazy. And flights are still tough on her, right? And she's shorter than me.
Yeah, I was telling him that
so,
I am short. But then my legs are short. But then it's still so what do you call that? So tight.
Tight, compressed. Yeah,
it's so compressed that my feet almost like touch the back of the seat of the person in front of me. So the more that he's gonna have a hard time with it.
And I'm just telling you, it's like I know, hey, it's like people travel this winter and stuff, and to see their relatives, and I feel for everyone that goes out there and has that battle, because I know there are people that had it far worse than we did this Christmas. The East Coast is still getting pounded, with snow and stuff. They're having a really tough winter, and I feel for those folks or anyone out there in the world who's going through a really tough winter. So my heart goes out to you guys. But I don't know. I just wanted to say, but traveling has just gotten tough. I hope it doesn't get tougher, but I really think it's going to get worse.
Tougher
it's going to get worse.
Comes what day is that? January
26th or 27th, or you have to have assigned seats and upcharges.
Yeah, so that's the next policy change.
This is for Southwest, yeah.
It's for January 2026, starting January 26th, January 26th.
Yeah.
Next year, few days from now, when you fly, currently you don't pay for your seat, but it's priority boarding, right? So you have to check in 24 hours before the flight. So you get the group A 1 to 30, and then 31 to 60. And then B 1 to 30, and then B 1 to 60. And then C. But then so you 24 hours right before 24 hours before, you have to click check in,
Yeah.
so that you get not, but now you can't even get the A. You already get the B right away. Even like split second, 24 hours before split second, you get B already. So and then with the luggages in the overhead bin, oh my god, it's so hard to find space in the overhead bin, because people don't want, of course people don't want to pay the $35 or $45. Maybe if they had two luggages, maybe who knows, they probably checked in one, which is 35, and the second week they don't want to pay 45, so they just
Yeah.
they, even if it's bigger than the regular carry-on size, they just like force it that they're gonna bring that for their carry-on. So there's a lot of luggages in the overhead bin. It's so hard. It's so already crowded, so tight. And some people are like put their luggages way on the back, and they have to go back to the almost to the front. And so when it's time to get off the plane, you have to again you have to go
Pass
through
that person's
past
luggage from the back all the
from-
way to the front just
yeah.
because they're not near their luggage.
Yeah.
Or they have to sit and I don't know, wait. I don't know. But yeah,
So that's why it was
it's crazy.
chaotic.
You know.
That's why it was chaotic.
It's like for me, it's like the way that it used to be is you used to have the bin above you, okay, where you had access to the bin above you. So that's your personal carry-ons and crap going to the bin that's above you, your row, okay, but it's not like that anymore. People just, they take over the one that's above you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If I'm paying for a seat, that's my bin up there. It's not complicated.
No more.
Don't carry more than what fits in your bin. I don't
And
know
you
why they
cannot-
don't enforce that.
because it's not not over you. You cannot watch your luggage. Who knows if somebody is gonna
take
open
it.
your
Yeah,
luggage, right?
Yeah.
Because like if you are on the third row and your luggage is way on the 50th row or 20th row, you can't watch.
So, I don't know. It's
Yeah, so it's
how
very
much is too much, right? And I heard another thing that they're trying to figure out to force people to stand up all the time, so they don't get to sit down to save space. Can you imagine that you're standing on a flight the whole time? You don't ever get to sit down. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that one, but it's like, come on,
But on the time that
Where's
you pay for your
where's the
seat,
tipping point here?
well, but they said that Southwest has been giving free luggage, free check-in luggages, two free check-in luggages for the whole time until now.
Since the 1970s,
But
remember when the airline started.
All the other airlines,
Yeah,
they're already charging for the two check-in luggages. So they're saying that they're just delayed. So they have to put the policy in place now. Well, can't blame them, right? Because they have been doing this free luggages. I think it's just them that does the free luggages.
I think
Until
that's the
now.
last one. Yeah,
But
they're the
then-
last one to cave in.
But then people are like surprised, right? Or they're not used to it. And so instead of paying for the luggage, they don't want to pay because the flight is already so expensive, right? And then you pay for your luggage, 35 for the first, 45 for the second, 150 for the third. Plus next year you will pay for your seat.
Just letting you guys know, so it's
Yeah. If you don't need,
you gotta allocate like double the money you have to fly because with baggage charges and seat charges and all this other BS, it's I don't know, man.
plus
It's a lot.
also this has been going on though, that if you want to have priority boarding, if you did not get A, and then you want to get A to board the
Yeah.
plane
Yeah.
before the other people, you want to get A priority boarding, you pay. How much did you pay for me before? for priority boarding. They sell.
It depends. I mean,
They
it's
sell
like, it
priority
depends on
boarding.
how big the flight, if the full the flight is.
No, it's from A something something to A something
Yeah,
something.
A1 to A15, but I think
No,
it's like
that's
it's
not.
either $50 or it's
That's
like
not the one you paid for me.
something.
The A1 to A15 is, I think, $50. I think the after that it's like 25. And then I was wondering why I got, when you checked me in, it was like lower, the lower part of the A. And I was complaining to the staff why I paid for priority boarding. Why do I have this big number A? Shouldn't it be like on the A1 to 15? But no, because the 1 to 15 is reserved for the priority boarders, like people with children.
Well, not only that, I think that it's like if you have a credit card with them too, right? You get like that, probably those perks.
Yeah,
Usually what
probably.
happens, too.
But
That's somebody told me that. Somebody told me that if you have the Rapid Rewards credit card,
VIP
then you
or
always get like A1 through 15 or
frequent
something
flyer,
like that.
frequent
Yeah,
flyer.
you usually get that.
But see, they sell you priority boarding, but then you're still like way to the end of the A. But if you want earlier than that, you pay more money to be in the first few people that boards first, right? So
I don't know if that's going to change. I'd be curious. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
no, that one will change really, because you will be have assigned seat.
Yeah.
So the boarding will depend on what row you are. So usually they board first those people that are way in the back to be organized, right? So
Those are the people that pay the least amount of money
Yeah.
for the ticket. They board first
they board first.
because they'll be the back of the plane.
They'll be in the back.
Yeah.
So it will be organized. You will not block people. But then the problem with that, other people want their luggages to have a sure bin, right? Sometimes they like to sit on the back, but then their luggage is on the front area. So when you go there, if you are priority boarding without the seat assignment yet, when you go there, everything is already full. All the even there are vacant seats under that bin, the overhead bin. There's no space in the overhead
So
bin.
this is what I was talking about. If you sit in the seat, you should get the bin above you. It's not
But
complicated.
it's not the way it is. It's not the
And
way
that's
it
the
is.
thing that really ticks me off,
Yeah.
because it's like I paid for a seat.
So it's
Why am I not
mine,
getting
yeah.
access to my own
That's
bin
my bin.
above me,
Yeah.
which is clearly labeled right where the seat is?
Mm-hmm.
That just makes no sense to me. And that is a
Yeah.
defect, I think, in all of this. And if you got too much crap that can't fit in your bin, that's your problem. And you need to check that back.
And because some people have two luggages, which one is the luggage, the real luggage. The other one supposed to be their purse, but it's a big backpack.
Yeah, yeah.
They cannot put it in the feet portion.
Yeah,
What do they
yeah.
call that? Underneath
underneath
the
the seat or
seat,
whatever,
underneath
yeah,
the
yeah.
seat. It will not fit, so they will put that the bin. They got two.
Don't use my bin.
They got two. And in that row, in one row, there's three people that over that, there's only one spot.
Yeah.
One spot for luggage.
And that could easily fit three in there if people don't abuse it. That's the thing that I can't figure out. It's like you can fit a pretty good sized luggage in there. I mean, I only carry my backpack, like it's like a school backpack, So I'm abiding by the rules. Yeah, I guess the larger question around this is that people just do bad things, and then they sometimes get rewarded for it, and I think that's an issue. And you're following along with what you need to do, and your crap is like 4 aisles behind you because of the bin, being abused. I really think that's the case. People need more rules because they're not following, what they should be doing, to their other passengers, to their fellow people.
No, stricter rules.
Yeah, that was stricter rules. Thank you.
Because they have rules, but
I don't know.
Sometimes they let go.
It's a
They let
kid.
go.
You have a couple of kids at school. They're always the bad ones, and now all of a sudden, you're affected by those. As a kid, you grow up and there's these bad kids at school, and okay, now everyone's got to do whatever they got to do because of these bad kids. There's 2 or 3 of them, right? But there's 30 or 40 kids, but yeah, all of them got to follow the rules just for the 2 or 3 bad ones. It's like, that happens in life.
The rule changed because of one bad.
Yeah, that's my philosophy. I really think that's the case.
Yeah.
So,
So
anyways, that's where
are a lot
we're at with this one.
Yeah, there's really a lot of changes that
we're gonna fly again next year, so I'm not looking forward to it.
We are expecting more changes, not only with flights, travels, but also with traffic or driving violations, right? There's a lot of changes in the laws of the land. So
I'm just happy. I'm happy to be hanging out with her. Okay.
You're happy I'm back?
I really I'm happy. Yeah, that's it.
So we want to say shout out to Rusty 2.0 U9Q. Says hi. And also Wahida Madnadari 4324. Hello. She says he's new. Yellow, I'm new. And Juan Cazares 9179. 9179. I maybe is September 979 is the birthday.
Nice.
I'm guessing.
Could be.
Right?
There's a pitch for Miles Davis. So if you want to listen to some music, there's Miles Davis. He's a famous jazz musician. You may have heard of him. He plays the trumpet. So why not, huh? Listen to some jazz maybe and chill out, right?
Yeah. Promote the jazz because not a lot of people are listening to jazz anymore, and people the jazz players are dying. Right?
Yeah, the classic folks. Yeah, we're losing them. Yeah,
the good ones.
But we have some left, so go out and listen to some if you have it in your area. Promote local music, any kind of local music, right? I mean, it's not just jazz, but any kind of local music, promote it. Go out there and and listen to it and stuff. Maybe something you like, So
yeah, it's good to listen to jazz and then close your eyes, or even if you don't close your eyes, you just put a good light, a little dimmer light. Yeah, then just do some rest and R&R, rest and relaxation.
Yeah,
period.
Everybody needs that. Yeah.
So have a blessed day, everybody, and few more days. It's 27 right now, right?
I think so.
29, 30, 31. 4 more days, and we will say goodbye to 2025.
Oh man.
Yeah, so we should.
2025 was a journey. I'm telling you. I know you guys are along for the ride. It was really really wow.
Tough. It's tough.
It was a struggle. Last year was a struggle.
A lot of challenges, but of course we have to be always hopeful for a brighter, for a better year ahead, and let's plan on our goals, right? Do our goals. One of our goals
is walking. She's going like this.
Because we don't exercise, we never exercise. So we're thinking about it, like aside from making good with our diet.
I'll be shoving candy and
making good
cookies and cake in my face.
Diet.
Until January 1st.
Yeah. And we have to start exercising by taking a walk, even just short walks, right? Because we never exercise. We never exercise. We have to start somewhere, even just a few minutes and then add more. That's how it is.
That sounds good.
So have fun, everybody, and God bless everyone.
Thank
God bless you, Rusty 2.0, Wahida Madnahari, Juan Cazares. God bless you all, and
take care.
For everyone who's gonna watch this later on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all your support, and who's watching right now. Thank you very much for being here with us. And yeah, so just some information about changes in travel.
Yeah.
God bless everyone.
Do some research, right? I mean, it always pays off. Go to the website and figure out what the hidden charges are and stuff like that. Yeah.
And
so it's always
if you are in California, you have to have your what do you call that ID?
Real ID.
The real
Yeah,
ID.
we're a real ID state. Yeah,
That's the only thing that they accept.
yeah,
The real
real
ID
ID
or the
state.
passport,
Yeah,
the US passport.
that's
Or
true. Yeah.
yes, the real ID is required. Especially because you are the real ID if you go to a federal building, that is completely required. And
Mm.
the airport is considered a federal, right?
It's well, that's a good question.
No, because the airplane.
It's administered. It's land owned by. I'm trying to remember how this works. It's land owned by I think the county, and then whatever the county is, in at least in the states, and then the federal government, the FAA, right, and TSA, they administer the federal traveling. Okay.
Yeah, that's why the federal
So that they
requires
the
that.
air traffic controllers, right? Even though that airport is not a federal I guess it's a federal airport, but it's kind of weird, right? But it's like federal, and then there's like county, right? And then it's like a city. So it's kind of confusing in the United States, but yeah, so it's like all over the place.
But the airplane,
But it's
the airlines is
federal.
under
It's federal.
federal rules.
Correct. Yeah. They have a lot of restrictions on aircraft mechanics and things like that. And so every time something gets replaced on the plane or whatever, then they have to log it in the maintenance log. So yeah, that's how the FAA can go back. The NTSB, right, National Traffic and Safety Board, right? They go back and they figure out, or no, sorry, transportation. My bad, National Transportation Safety Board. So they can go back and figure out what happened. Yeah, like that black box thing. But anyways,
Okay, gotta go.
bye.
God bless everybody. Tomorrow again. Bye. Hey, and
And
oh.
and